There once existed a man who had superhuman-like strength, and using this superhuman-like strength, he defeated a lion with his bare hands. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Samson. So this story starts from a town called Zorah, and this guy, we'll refer to him as Manoah, had a wife, and unfortunately, she was unable to give birth. And let's call the wife Talia. One day, an angel of the Lord appeared to Talia and said to her,
"You are barren and childless, but you are going to become pregnant and give birth to a son."
And the angel goes on to tell her that she mustn't drink wine or eat anything unclean while she is pregnant. The angel also explains to her that his hair must never be cut because he's to be a Nazirite who's dedicated to God from the womb, and that he will take the lead in delivering Israel from the hands of the Philistines, their well-known enemy. So the prophecy happened, and she gave birth to a son, and she named him Samson. Now years pass by, and our boy Samson is all grown up, and let's just say, the ladies is kind of his weakness. So he's heading down to a place called Timnah, and there he spots a young Philistine woman, and he thinks she's pretty fine. When he gets back to the village, he tells his mother and father if they can help him get the young Philistine woman, and they're just like, psh, there's plenty of fishes in the sea, son. Now you guys have to remember that the woman Samson has taken interest of is a Philistine woman, which is Israel's well-known enemy, so the parents weren't exactly too happy about that. But Samson doesn't care, and he's basically like, nah, I want that fish. And the parents' response is just like, fine. So Samson, along with his parents, head down to Timnah together. Now there was a moment where Samson and his parents were not in sight of each other, and to Samson's surprise, a lion in his prime came roaring towards him. But the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, so much that he overpowered the lion and ultimately defeated it. And he never told his father nor his mother of the incident. Then he went to talk with the young Philistine woman like nothing had ever happened. Samson's pretty savage. Alright, so sometime later, Samson is once again heading back to Timnah, only this time to marry the young Philistine woman. On his way back, Samson notices the lion's body in which he had defeated. And inside of the lion, he saw a swarm of bees and some honey. So my guy scoops out the honey and eats it on his way to marry the young Philistine woman. Now when he gets there, they have a feast, they're having a good time, and Samson says to all 30 of the Philistine men,
"Let me tell you a riddle, and if you can give me the answer within the 7 days of the feast, I will give you 30 linen garments and 30 sets of clothes."
So they're interested and they want to hear his riddle. So Samson says to them,
"Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet."
So for a couple of days, they had no idea what the answer was. And on the 4th day, the men asked Samson's wife to persuade him into telling her what the riddle meant so that they could know. But they also told her that if she didn't do as they said, they were going to cause harm to her and her family. So the wife does as they say, and she desperately tried persuading Samson, her husband. And on the 7th day, he finally gave in and told his wife what the riddle